Okay, what looks like what's been happening with our trouble with hatching is that when we exported the line work from FormZ, since the FormZ model is a model and it has several different lines behind the section cuts and such, it may have also captured those as well. And so in that case, what looks to be a single line drawing is actually made up of several lines in here. Like this looks like a line, that looks like a line, that looks like a line, that looks like a line. But if we move some of these lines, right, we find that there is a whole other line in there. So what happens is that AutoCAD is confusing which border to take. So when I select this, it's also reading this line and it's maybe making the hatching in here for me. I don't want that, so I could either erase some of these lines and clean them up, or let me undo that, or to use a command called Overkill, which is Overkill, enter, and select all the lines. And I see right here when I select these that there are lines. There's a white line back here, there's a line of course here, and there might be a few more that we don't know about. But select that overkill option and enter, and the duplicate layer object dialog box will appear. And it's going to ask you to, do you want me to ignore any of these stuff? And I'll say no, I don't want to ignore any of that. So well, actually, for my case, since I changed the layer, I'm going to change some of the layers. I'm going to say ignore the layers. And then all these stuff, it's basically say combine collinear objects and such, so I'll say okay. And once I do that, that's a line there. I wonder if there's a line, any other lines behind it. No, there is not. So that seemed to have cleaned up all my drawings, except this part is supposed to be a separate line, so I might have to clean that up manually and draw another line myself and match the property of the set line. Okay, so it looks like it's cleaned up most of the drawings for me. Alright, and since I already changed the layers and the line colors, that's why it asked me if I wanted to ignore, or I set it to ignore the line weights. But you probably still have everything in 0, so you might just do that overkill right now. Okay, so do that to clean that your drawings up first.